Hi everybody, Cindy A. Lewis here, and we're going to do some scrap rescue. And this has been a fun set of videos that we've chosen to do over this past month, and I want to continue them. And what we're going to do is take some old book pages. Now, these were torn out from an altered book from a series that we did, and so I always want to use them. I don't want them to be trashed. So we're going to take some book pages and make them into tags. And I thought a fun way to embellish them would be with my shimmer watercolors, or with inks, stickers, stamping, however you want to embellish. But first you have to figure out what size tags that you want them to be, and then decide from there what kind of embellishment you want on them. So let's just cut these. They are actually about 5 inches, so we're going to cut them at 2.5. So 2.5 is a good size tag, right? And then what we would like to do is make them about 4 inches or so. So this actually measures to about 7.5. So let's go at 3 3/4. That would be good size tags right there. And then we could cut this one down to about 6 inches. So we could have some tall and then some shorter to go in different size pockets. Okay. And that was my all-in-one, which is one of my favorites. So if you wanted to make a lot of tags at one time, since these are the same width approximately, you could just take your hole punch, get them all even, and then just punch all of them at one time. Now this punch will do 20 at a time, so easy to do those all at one time. And if they're not exactly centered, you can add things around that, right? So let's work on these 3, and I thought we would do them all at once. And how fun to use book pages. I love using book pages. So my first thing is I want to ink the edges. Now, if this is for Christmas scrap rescue, then let's use one color on each one for the edges. So we'll take one to be the Bordeaux, and we'll take one to be pine tree. So we'll do 3 different colors all at once. We're just doing tags today. And then we're going to do vintage photo, which is my go-to for a vintage look. Okay, so we've got 3 different looks here, but we can still do the same thing. We can take our water, and I'm just going to wet this shimmer watercolor. Just give it a little spray so I get it kind of moist. And then I'm going to use my crystal sparkle pen. It is a clear sparkle that I can use with this brush nib to draw. I can embellish, I can just put sparkle on there, whatever I want to do. But just say we wanted to do, let's do the green one. Maybe we wanted to do a half of a Christmas tree. So let's go kind of a darker green, and I'm just squeezing onto this paint, and I get it on my brush, and then I'm just going to make it a Christmas tree from the side. And then you might start actually seeing the sparkle, and I'm just freehanding it, but you could actually draw it out first if you wanted to. Okay, and now I want to come in and fill in my tree. And you just can have fun with this because it's not expected to be like a perfect drawing of a Christmas tree or a pine tree. All right, and then we're going to take this little bit of kind of a bronze. We're just going to make a little stump right here for our tree. And then I want some red balls on here, or red ornaments. So let's get some red on there, and we're just going to go around here. And I'm not making them too big because my tree and my my tag is not so big. So you can see how you could get into like, oh my gosh, that's just, you know, like I keep going and going and going. I could keep going. So to me, that's really pretty. But one other thing that I would probably do is take a marker and I would just kind of outline it loosely. And just so I can see that shape really good. And you don't even have to really, you know, do anything fancy. And it's just gives you the idea of. I like drawing where it's the idea of. Since there's a lot of water on there, so there we go. So then I have my Christmas tree. It's all nice. And then if I wanted to put some words over here, I could just add some words like Merry Christmas, Noel. I could add anything. 'Tis the season. I have 'tis the season. So let's add that in a sticker form. We'll just put it 'tis the season right here. And then we'll add some twine. But isn't that cute? So then let's go ahead with this one. So let's just draw a couple of large red ornaments with my sparkle pen. Oh, and I wanted to say, can you see that sparkle? Is it shimmering for you? Okay, I need some more water, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna make ornaments just hanging from the top of this one. So I've got a red one, and then let's do a green. Let's do this green, and we'll do a green one, and then we'll do another one. Let's do a gold, and then we'll do a gold one right here, and it's just a circle. Okay, and then I want to take this darker color that we used for the tree stump and put my little topper for my ornament. I don't know if you can see it. And this is just freehand fun, right? This is just freehand fun, okay? Then we're going to take this white and see if we can get any of that white. So let's take this white and see if we can get some white on here. Here we go. You can kind of see it better now. A little bit. Okay, then we're going to take the Sharpie. We're going to outline our ornament. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're just going to hang it like that. Okay? Then we're going to do that here. And hang it like that. And then we're going to do this one. And then we're going to bring our ornament up like that, which might not be perfect, but so then you've got your Christmas ornaments, right? And so then I have some stickers too, so I thought, well, we could add some little ones on here that are actually some stickers. So we could just add this one to help bring that all together. And these are just stickers from, let's finish it up a little bit, from Hobby Lobby. I need to get over to Hobby Lobby, see what all they have. And then there's stars on this one, so we'll just add some stars. Maybe we could do a wreath on this one. I got it on my paper too. All right, so let's do this green, since this is the best green I really have. And we're just gonna do a circle. We're just gonna make a circle. And we're gonna have to make it look like a wreath, right? So we're just gonna do that. There we go. All right, now let's add some lighter green and let's kind of bring out like pine branches, or you know, like from the side where it's not perfectly a circle, and then to the inside. Okay, Yeah, I can kind of see it. Sometimes less is more. Okay, so then we want to make a bow. See how good I am at making a bow, huh? Okay, so we're going to do this and that and this. And you're probably saying, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, you can do it. I have fun. I have faith in you. So, and when we add the ink around the edges, you can really see it then. Okay, so we're making our bow with our shimmer paints and crystal pen. You can see it, yeah? Okay, so then let's put a few little ornaments on here. Just little tiny red circles. Okay. Then we're going to let this dry just a bit, and then we're going to grab our pen. And while that's drying, let's see if we could put something at the bottom here that would, we could do Merry Christmas. I'll have a sticker that says Merry Christmas, or we could stamp on it. Let's do this one. Merry Christmas, just perfect. Right there. And then we've got our pen, so we're gonna just outline our, just lightly. I'm not even really harshly making the lines. I'm just kind of trying to go around where I made like the boughs of the pine branches sticking out. Not too, but you can kind of see it when you start to draw it, just around. You can do this. I promise you can do this. All right, so we went on the inside and the outside. Now we're going to go around our little ornaments or berries or whatever you want to call it. And we're just making little circles. That looks so cute. Okay, and that was for my Alaska Maniac. She loves when I say it's so cute. I am going to make a shirt, you guys. We're going to make a shirt. It's so cute. All right. And we've got our ribbon tails. And there we go. And look at that. Scrap rescue. We've rescued all these papers, book pages that could have turned into trash, right? So what I mean by reinforcements are these little stickers that you can get. Just put it around your punched hole. And I do it on both sides, especially if it's paper. Now my other ones didn't get wet, but when I was spraying my paints, the top here got wet. And so that was going to pull too much. And instead of pulling the loops through, I'm just going to tie this one. And that'll be cute. All right, so what do you think of these little book page tags? They are fun, aren't they? And using the shimmer watercolors. I mean, that's just so easy to do, really. Now you say, well, you freehanded all of that, and so maybe it's easy for you, but not so easy for me. And which one of these do you like the best? I kind of like the tree, but the ornaments are cute. And the wreath turned out so good. So I don't know. All right, I can't pick one. Okay, so instead of that, so maybe you don't want to draw, or you don't want to freehand anything. Okay, so let's take these and let's give them some solar spray. I'm going to close this up so I don't get any solar spray in there. And then I'm going to take my sparkle pen and we're going to put it away also. So I've got stuff everywhere. Okay. This is solar spray, Simon Hurley Golden Hour. It's one of my faves because I really love the way the gold looks on paper. And I'm just going to take, oh, look at that rolling up. Just going to take my paper towel and just kind of wipe some of that moisture off because it will react to the paper that way. Then I'm going to take, let's do some mica stain on one. This is mica stain cocktail party. It's kind of pinkish, but pink's okay, right? You do have to mix it up really good. Let me do that. All right, so for this one, we're just going to give it a little squirt. Okay, and then we're going to take our paper towel and just kind of mush it around a little bit so we can get it on there real nice. So it gives the paper some color and without too much effort. Okay, so then we've got that one, and it's got that golden hour shimmer in there, so that's nice. And then let's take the Solar Spray Crocodile Tears. This one will be green, and then we'll have the gold. So we have green and gold. And it really looks better on darker colors, but it gives that pearlescent shimmer on here. So we've got that one. And then we have this one, Golden Hour. We'll just leave this one. And this one we're going to add the vintage photo to the edges. And the Solar Spray will kind of react with inks, so that's kind of cool too. So you can kind of see, you can really see the Solar Spray on that one. We could add the vintage photo to these too, just give a little bit different look around the edge. So we're just having some fun. Now you say, I don't want to draw, I don't want to freehand. Okay, so let's grab some stamps after we get our backgrounds done for these. And let's pick some stamps to put on here. And sometimes you might want to stamp in colors instead of just black. So this one is really cute, and it says Santa Claus is coming to town, or Santa's workshop. Let me get it off here. So for one, we're going to use the Bordeaux. And just use my Rock-a-Block. Rock-a-Blocks are really fun to stamp with. And you just roll it kind of onto your background wherever you're putting it. So we're just going to roll it like that. And look how cute that turned out. Oh, I like that. It turned out really good. So let's put Santa on this one. I have a little Santa. He's cute too. His little head is so cute. And since we're in Christmas in July, we got to do cute Santa. So let's do this one in black. So we want him to stand out from this background that we have. He's adorable. That. Okay, so let's put, let's just put him right there. That's where he wanted to be. I don't know why it's not sticking, but there we go. Look how cute. All right. That was funny. And then for this one, so for some stamping, I have a great big Santa. He's adorable. And we're just going to go ahead and put him on this one, but we won't be able to get the whole Santa because he's so big. But he can be going off the page, and that works too. So we're just going to put Santa right here. Let's see where we can get him. We're just going to do it right here. And look at Santa. He just takes up the whole thing. Good, Santa. Okay, very good. And then there we are. And then we can just embellish how we want to. Now for these, since they have a lot of background sprays on them, I would go ahead and put some reinforcement stickers on these just because it's thin paper. It's just book page paper. So really and truly, these could be done just the way they are, but I think I'd like to add a little ribbon or lace to them. And I have some real pretty Christmas ribbon that I got recently. And it just came in a pack like this. So let's just take like, I like this one to go with Santa here. And we could just put the deer ribbon going down the side. So I have to grab my scissors here. We're going to just cut it there. Now there's some other ways you could do it too. I could have left it a little longer and actually hung a charm on there. So we're just going to put our glue down the side of this one. And then I think a real pretty green ribbon would look good for the tie. So I'm gonna have to get some out. Now this one's very pretty red, and so I think I would want to complement that with one of my other ribbons like this. Maybe we could put either the Christmas trees at the top, or we could put them at the bottom. Either way works, I think. Let's put them at the bottom. So you can see, you can just get creative with what you have in your stash. And next month is Craft Your Stash Month. So I'm going to give you all kinds of fun things you can do with your stash. And look at those. And then this one also, I think, needs something pretty to go with it. I'm trying to decide. Should we do white? Should we do a white at the bottom? This ribbon is so cute. That's cute, but no. How about, ooh, this green is really pretty. I think I'm going to go green because it almost looks pink, and that will look real pretty together. So we're just going to cut this little bits and have some fun with that. And can you believe Christmas in July is almost over? And it has been such a fun month, full of crafty goodness. Okay, so we've got these three that we put together. I do need to get ribbons for those tags, and they just look adorable. And then we have these larger ones. So which one's your favorite? Is it easy to pick a favorite or hard? Or maybe you could pick two favorites. I don't know. But anyway, you could actually embellish way more. But I just wanted to give you some ideas of what you could do and rescue your book pages and turn them into tags. So I hope you had fun with this. It was really fun for me. And have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow is the Christmas in July giveaway drawing. So you have part of today to get in, because I will close it later today to set up the drawing. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.